Hey, good morning, Clayton. My name is Pratap. I have a question regarding using a HELOC account. You mentioned in your book that the minute we have another checking account, the HELOC strategy fails. But some of the companies, like mortgage companies or credit card, they don't take um, I could not use the HELOC checking account because I don't know. It says um, it's not valid or they could not find the account, even though I have the check and everything. I have the checking account number and everything. And then, so using HELOC, can you explain a little bit more how to pay off? I mean, I paid off 60, $70,000 on my uh, primary home using HELOC. So can you please explain how to um, use the HELOC the best? Thank you.
Thank you, Pratap. I appreciate the question. Now, what you're experiencing is very similar to what Natalie and I experienced back in the day. Now, we've done this strategy multiple times. And of course, we wrote a book about it called How to Pay Off Your Mortgage in 5 Years. So if you want to check it out on Amazon, it's been under the mortgage section. It's been the top rated number one bestseller in that section for a couple of years now. Um, and so, and we've even updated it because different banking laws and things as it relates to, using HELOCs or different financial products as it shifts under the Trump tax regime, et cetera. But ultimately, the home equity line of credit is a powerful tool both to use to pay down your primary residence and also to invest in rental real estate separately. So the way that I've encouraged people to do is not to just take that into, let's say you have 60, 70, $75,000 in home equity. They've given you a home equity line of credit for $75,000, let's just say, because that's how much equity they've given you. And you basically start with a zero balance, right? They basically give you a debit card, they give you checks, and it's essentially a checking account. Now you can take that and you can maybe write a check to your primary balance of your mortgage. Take a $10,000 check and just write it right to the primary balance of your home mortgage. This is how you pay this thing off in like 5 years. Now, we have so many case studies of people who've read my book, gone through it, and paid off their home in 5 years. So if you're sitting there saying that doesn't work, one of my best friends who literally got a perfect on his SATs, okay? One of my dearest friends from childhood, my friend Ben, got a perfect on his math SATs. He's a math genius, okay? And he became an actuary, which if you don't understand like actuarial tables and the insurance business, like you need to have your math chops, okay? This guy's genius. He read my book and I was so blown away by it. He sent me a text. He said, I just want to let you know I read your book and we are literally 2 months away from paying off our mortgage. He's like, I can't thank you enough. And I was sitting there blown away. I'm like, he got a perfect on his SATs. And he's thanking me for this. It does work, okay? And he said, we literally paid it off like 1 month shy of 5 years. And I said, that is like the perfect testimonial. And what he did was he used the home equity line of credit strategy. He had a HELOC on it. He took a chunk of the HELOC and he would fire it to the principal balance of his mortgage. And the way that we explain it in the book, the ultimate way that we explain it in the book is to use your home equity line of credit as a checking account where you're basically paying all of your bills. You're doing all of that day-to-day operational stuff out of the checking account. If you want more details on it, it's not fit for a podcast because we have some charts and graphs and things like that in the book. But the bottom line is you're going to use that your main HELOC as your checking account to pay Netflix, your groceries, all of that, and your direct deposit from work. So your direct deposit from your job, your W-2 job, is going to go into that new HELOC checking account. And when it goes in there, you use that, it's paying back it down to zero again. You see, let's say you cut a check for $10,000 to the principal balance of your mortgage, right? And your mortgage was $100,000, now it's $90,000 because you literally just cut a check to the principal balance of your mortgage, your main mortgage. Now your HELOC is $10,000, but your main mortgage is $90,000. The reason this works is because they're two different financial products and you're trading time and money. Those are the two big enemies, time and money. Sorry, yes. The two big enemies are time and interest when it comes to mortgages. So what you're doing is you're attacking the time. Okay. And you're attacking, yes, interest is over here. It's going to be a little bit higher on the HELOC, but you're attacking the time enemy. When you have a 30-year amortized mortgage, that's the killer. because you're not paying $100,000 on your main mortgage. You're paying probably $300,000 over the length of that 30-year mortgage. That's how they make money. So if you can attack the time enemy in this whole scenario, that's how you win. So Pratap, what you're experiencing is what Natali and I experienced from one of the banks that we worked with. We said, we'd like to set up this checking account so that it becomes the direct deposit from my job. It becomes, I can use it to pay groceries and use it all. And one woman she said, you can't do that. You can't do that. And we said, oh yeah, you can. We know you can. Can we talk to your supervisor? And we explained what we wanted to do, which was every week we wanted to basically have my direct deposit from my job go into this account. It's a checking account after all. And her supervisor said, oh yeah, you can do that. That's no problem. And so we set up my direct deposit from work. Every week it would go into that account and it would pay down that balance. Then when it got down to zero or close to zero, I'd write another check. I'd write another $10,000 check to my primary mortgage. And that's how it works. So first of all, I'd talk to the bank, see if you can talk to a supervisor, explain to them what you want to do. And if not, if they're, if this is not going to work, then fine. Do it once a month. Write a check once a month. Just use it for that purpose, and then just use another credit card or your other checking account for your day-to-day operations, buying groceries, gasoline, etc. So you might be stuck. If the bank really gives you, gives you a problem with it, then just say, okay, fine. But I am going to use it once a month for this purpose. You don't even need to tell them what it is, okay? And then they'll just have to deal with it. So great question, Pratap. I would encourage all of you to read the book, though. It's called How to Pay Off Your Mortgage in 5 Years by Clayton Morris and Natali Morris. It's short. You can read it in a few days. But I think it would really, really help you to accelerate the payments of not only rental properties, but also your primary mortgage. So thank you for that great question. If you have a voicemail question you'd like to ask, again, go to our website, go to morrisinvest.com/Clayton. And again, while you're there, grab our 90-day financial freedom bootcamp. Again, we put a lot of work into this and it's totally free. Download the PDF. It's like 30 pages or so. And we take you through week to week to week. And we're going to make you do homework. We're going to make you put stuff on a calendar and really map out your financial future. And I think it'll be transformative. We've had thousands of people download our bootcamp and they've had unbelievable success. So take advantage of it. It's totally free. We built it for you. We want to see you succeed. Thanks, everyone. Now go out there, take action, become a real estate investor. I believe it's the #1 way to build wealth. We'll see you next time, everyone.